Iti piso bhagava araham sama sambuddho Veja charana sambanno sugato loka vidu Anauttaro purisa dhamma sarati Sattha deva manusana buddho bhagava Swakhado bhagavata dhammo Sandetiko akaliko Ehipasiko obaneyiko Pachadam vedidavo vinyuhi Saupati bano bhagavato savaka sangho Ujjaupati bano bhagavato savaka sangho Nyayapati bano bhagavato savaka sangho Samijayapati bano bhagavato savaka sangho Yadidam chattari purisa yugani Atha purisa bhogala Esa bhagavato savaka sangho Ahuneyo bahuneyo Dakhineyo anjali karaniyo Anauttaram punyakhitam lokasa Iti piso bhagava araham sama sambuddho Veja charana sambanno sugato loka vidu Anauttaro purisa dhamma sarati Sattha deva manusana buddho bhagava Swakhado bhagavata dhammo Sandetiko akaliko Ehipasiko obaneyiko Pachadam vedidavo vinyuhi Saupati bano bhagavato savaka sangho Ujjaupati bano bhagavato savaka sangho Nyayapati bano bhagavato
那么这里先让我做一些比较简单的介绍。Hi everyone, I'm Han Yi. I'm your MC today. Okay, I'm just going to give a brief introduction to the ceremony today and what you're going to expect and what are the processes to observe. So welcome everyone to the PAMC Kathina ceremony. Okay, as you know, there will be many bantes that will be coming. So there will be actually, including Sayadawgyi, 22 other bantes that's coming to join us. Okay, so we must first thank Lian Sang Shuang Lin Monastery to loan us this virtual hall. And this is the very first time PAMC has our Kathina ceremony out of PAMC compound. Okay, so we must thank them for their support. Okay. Now, for those who are not familiar with the Kathina, the Kathina festival is a major observance of Theravada Buddhism. It is a time for lay people like you and I to offer clothes, robes, and other allowable requisites for the Sangha members. And it usually takes place every year in the 4 weeks at the end of the Vasa. So after the Vasa end, after the rains retreat end, about 4 weeks following that, the Kathina ceremony will be conducted, allowing lay people to offer requisites to the monks and nuns who have just completed very intensive practice. Right? And the observance of the Kathina goes back all the way to the time of the Buddha. And later on, Bhante Janaka Vibhamsa will be giving us a Dhamma talk regarding what is the significance of the Kathina and how it came about. So I will not go into details later. Okay. Now, if everyone hasn't seen the Kathina robe, okay, it is right at the entrance earlier on when you come in. It is the robe whereby it's surrounded by lotus flowers. That will be the Kathina robe, right? So most of us who have touched the Kathina robe offering, and then Bhante Janaka Vibhamsa will tell us what's the significance of this robe later on, right? So there's a few significant events to this year's Kathina. So it's the first time that PMC held our Kathina ceremony outside of our compound, okay? And therefore our volunteers and members have taken great pain and effort to settle everyone into this nice hall, okay? So everyone that has come in, please settle down and then try to observe noble silence, okay? Because our teacher is going to come in pretty soon, okay? And as all of you all know, our most venerable Pa-Auk Sayadawgyi has been invited, and he has very graciously and compassionately agreed to come to host this ceremony and allow us to offer our requisites and our Kathina rope to Sayadawgyi. Sayadawgyi is already 84 years old with 66 wasa behind him. Okay, and it is very thankful. We are all very thankful that he made this trip down to Singapore for us. There will be 21 other Bantes who are coming. Okay, and I'll read their names in sequence later on. Okay. Now, as this ceremony is pretty important to the Theravada tradition, it is something that's very noble. It allows us to offer our requisites to the Bantes who have just completed very intensive practice. It's considered a very important occasion. So please observe noble silence during the ceremony and give the respect for the Bantes and teachers that comes along, right? Now, the most important thing for this ceremony today is that no matter who offers what requisites to Sayadawgyi and the Sangha, it is important that we remember we must rejoice. Right? No matter who offer, as long as you rejoice, there will be merits that you gain for yourself. Right? So please rejoice and be joyful when we offer these dana, these requisites to Sayadawgyi and the Sangha. Right? 那么我用华语先翻译一下哈。那么很高兴大家能够抽空这个周末抽空过来参加我们 PAMC 的这个卡提纳的庆典。那么卡提纳是一个南传上座部佛教来讲非常重要的一个日子那么它的起源呢，能够一直追溯到我们佛陀的时代，就是大概2600多年前那么卡提纳是什么呢？大家刚刚入场的时候就会看到说，在这个入口处有一个袈裟，袈裟旁边就周围有一些白色的莲花那么这个就是我们今天要供养的卡蒂纳袈裟。它的典故我会等这个我们的老师就是 Bante Janika Vivamsa 来给大家开示解释说这个卡蒂纳袈裟的这个重要性还有它的起源等等等等那么因为卡蒂纳是一个非常重要的日子也请大家能够尽量的保持安静尊重在场的出家人，还有老师，包括Sayadawgyi还有他的弟子所以请大家不要喧哗，尽量把声音调小。那么今年来讲，对 PMC 比较有意义因为这是我们第一次离开我们 PAC 的这个住所来到这个莲山双莲寺来主持这个卡蒂纳的仪式。所以这里很感谢莲山双莲寺提供我们这个场所来主持我们的这个卡蒂纳的这个仪式。那么今年呢我们非常尊重的这个Pa-Auk Sayadawgyi也接受我们的邀请来到这里为我们主持这个卡蒂纳的这个仪式Sayadawgyi 今年已经84岁了，以84岁的高龄再从缅甸来这里我们这里非常感激他。那么除了Sayadawgyi以外，还有21位尊者他们一起下来接受我们的供养很多都是非常资深的老师所以大家今天很有福气可以供养给他们那么这里呢有些行政方面的东西提醒大家一下。第一，电话请放在无声状态。第二，厕所在这个台后面，就是我们这个场所的后面的这个方向那么第三呢第三就是请大家保持肃静那么很重要的就是不管是谁上台供养什么样的资具给我们的这个Sayadawgyi和僧团大家都要保持随喜的心因为大家随喜我们的供养的时候，大家都会有功德所以大家随时随地都要保持随喜的心So now I'll just go through the list of Bantes that's with us today. So as I mentioned, there are 22. The first one, of course, is our most venerable Pa-Auk Tawya Sayadawgyi with 66 wasas, okay, followed by Bante Ukansa, our previous teacher at PAMC with 29 wasa. Okay. Bante Kundadana, 29 wasa as well. Bante Uaganya, 28 wasa. Bante Chandima, 28 wasa. Bante Dhammasara, 26 wasa. Bante Janaka Vivamsa, our resident teacher, okay, 25 wasa. Bante Visuddha Chara, 21 wasa. Bante Jania Chara, also one of our teachers, 19 wasa. Bante Suchita, 16 wasa. Bante Visarada, 16 wasa. Bante Chando Wasa, 16 wasa. Bante Sugata Vamsa, 14 wasa. Okay. Bante Kovida, 13 wasa. Bante Sadama Sara, 11 wasa. Bante Urivata, 10 wasas. Bante Sujata, 9 wasas. Bante Ratapala, 6 wasas. Bante Jotika, 6 wasas. Bante Chandaloka, 6 wasas. Bante Sumana, 6 wasas. And of course, our local Ji Guang 师傅。所以大家刚才我讲的这个22位就是今天会来接受我们供养的师父包括我们非常尊重的Pa-Auk Sayadawgyi所以今天大家都是非常有福气，有这个机会能够供养给Sayadawgyi和僧团，尤其是入狱安居过后，各位老师在教授禅法，在修禅过后，能够接受大家的供养，大家的这个水洗那么功德会非常的大，所以大家随时都要保持谦卑，还有水洗的心那么大家的功德就会更大了那么在这里很感激大家能够来这里那么更重要的是，请大家维持秩序，因为到场的人有些是小孩子，有些是比较大人上了年纪的老人家所以在移动行动的时候大家保持一下正念让大家老人家还有小孩子能够一点空位，不要让他们跌倒受伤，尤其是上下台的时候，大家请注意一下那么这里呢，我要再继续讲一下一些东西，大家听清楚这个很重要那么我要讲一些我们这个供养Kathina这个袈裟的一些步骤，请大家听清楚一下，等一下不要搞错搞乱那么今天大家都知道叫Kathina那么Kathina袈裟其实只有一件，就是门口刚才大家触摸的那一件叫做Kathina袈裟。那么等一下呢 ，OK， 我们的这个 PAMC 的这个 President 就是 Sister 费玲他会代表我们供养这个Kathina袈裟给Sayadaw。那么过后呢，会由 PAMC 的一些 Committee Members 还有一些志工供养资具给其他的各位师父、各位尊者那么过后呢，才是大家一个个上来供养大家的资具给在场的Bante那么我们会一排一排上来供养资具，所以大家请维持秩序，听一下，就是我们的志工的这个指示，一排一排上来供养资具给Bante，上了台以后就下台不要导致交通阻塞那么our Bante Janaka Vivamsa is coming in very soon, okay, for the Dharma talk. So please everyone get prepared, okay. But while waiting his arrival, I'll just translate what I've mentioned in Mandarin, okay, about the procedure for the Kathina dana and your own dana later on. So please listen very carefully, okay. So for this ceremony, the Kathina ceremony, there will only be one Kathina rope, which is the one that you saw at the entrance earlier on, which we have touched, and we will be offering this to Sayadawgyi later on. So the offering of the Kathina rope will be offered by PMC's President, Sister Fei Ling. Subsequently, after that, there will be the committee members as well as volunteers who will offer the rest of the requisites on behalf of everyone to all the Bantes around today. After that, then row by row, okay, every one of you will have the chance to come upstage to offer the requisites, okay, to the Bantes present. So row by row means please look out for the queue by our volunteers, by our ushers, okay. Ushers, can you raise your hand so that we know where you are? Yeah, ushers, okay. So later on, look out for the ushers. They will direct you row by row, okay, to offer the requisites to the Bantes. Again, remember as you offer, maintain a pious mind, okay, and rejoice in the merit that you have gained, okay. So that is the process for today's ceremony, okay. So I'll go through the program very briefly, okay. So first of all, we'll invite Bante Janaka to give us the 3 refuges and 5 precepts. After that, he'll give us a short Dharma talk with relation to what is the Kathina ceremony about. Then after that, we'll invite our most venerable Pa-Auk Sayadawgyi to come in, okay? And then there will be, of course, a Dharma talk from Pa-Auk Sayadawgyi, and followed by Parita chanting, and then followed by the Kathina ceremony that I've gone into detail earlier on. So that will be the process today. Okay. Oh, so Bante Janaka has come on stage. Okay, everyone, please, if you can, stand up and put your hands in the Anjali position. If you have space and would like to kneel down, please also kneel down and follow the prostrations to pay respect to the Buddha. Okay, so everyone can please sit down already. Okay, please give me a few minutes just to introduce our resident teacher, Bhante Janaka Vivamsa. Okay, so Bhante Janaka Vivamsa is born in 1976, so you can calculate his age, right? He's ordained as a Samanera at a monastery in Mandalay in 1991 and received the higher ordination as a bhikkhu in 1995, where he then studied the Buddhist Pali studies. Bhante passed the Sayadawgyi Dhammacharya exam held by the Ministry of Religious Affairs of Myanmar and was bestowed the title of Sayadawgyi Dhammacharya in 2002. He also passed the Pariyatti Sasanahita Dhammacharya examination conducted by the Pariyatti Sasanahita Association of Mandalay City in 2002 and was bestowed the title of Bhante Janaka Vivamsa Pariyatti Sasanadita Dhammacharya, the Abhivamsa degree in 2002. Now, the Pariyatti Sasanadita Dhammacharya exam is well recognized as the highest level of academic achievement in the Pali language and the teachings of the Buddha. So the Abhivamsa degree is equivalent to the PhD title in Buddhist Pali studies. And we have heard that amongst the many who sits for these very onerous exams across Myanmar each year, only 3 candidates on average will pass the exam. Okay? So whoever that passed the exam then will be bestowed the title of Abhivamsa. So our Bhante Janaka is actually very, very learned, and we have the opportunity to learn from him today. Right? So in 2002, Bhante became an official teacher of the Pali language in Mandalay, and from 2007 to 2008, Bhante was a member of the State Main Committee of the Buddhist Education, okay, having been appointed as the questioner of the Dhammacharya exam held by the Ministry of Religious Affairs by the government of the Union of Myanmar. Then Bhante then went to Tawya Forest Monastery in 2005, and he learned and practiced the Samatha and Vipassana meditation under the most venerable Pa-Auk Tawya Sayadaw, which is our Sayadawgyi that we invited today. Okay, he further trained during 6-month intensive meditation retreat in 2010 and further 4-month intensive meditation retreat in 2013 under Sayadawgyi. Then Bhante went on to the 2015 Wasa in Maymyok, where Sayadawgyi is teaching an intensive meditation retreat for advanced meditators. So Bhante now is the resident teacher of PAMC and has been our teacher since 2014. And we are very honored to have him give the Dharma talk for today's ceremony. So because of the time, I'm afraid I cannot translate Bhante Janaka's very long and very honorable CV in Mandarin. Okay, so without further ado, okay, please put your hands together and we'll invite Bhante Janaka Vivamsa to give us the first Dharma talk with regards to the significance of the Kathina ceremony today. Yeah. Bhante, please.
So, to take 5 precepts, repeat after me. Aham Bhante
Bhante
Tisaranena Saha
Tisaranena Saha
Pancha Silam
Pancha Silam
Dhammaya Chami
Dhammaya Chami
Naugaham Gadawa
Anudakaham Dakawa
Silam Deta
Silam Deta
Me Bhante
Me Bhante
Dutiyampi
Dutiyampi
Aham Bhante
Aham Bhante
Tisaranena Saha
Tisaranena Saha
Pancha Silam
Pancha Silam
Dhammaya Chami
Amaya Chami
Naugaham Gadawa
Anudakaham Dakawa
Silam Deta
Silam Deta
Me Bhante
Me Bhante
Tatiyampi
Tatiyampi
Aham Bhante
Aham Bhante
Tisaranena Saha
Tisaranena Saha
Pancha Silam
Pancha Silam
Dhammaya Chami
Dhammaya Chami
Naugaham Gadawa
Anudakaham Dakawa
Silam Deta
Silam Deta
Me Bhante
Me Bhante
Yamaham Vadami Dhammadeta
Aham Bhante
Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa
Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato สัมมาสัมพุทธัสสะนะโมตัสสะภะคะวะโตอะระหะโตสัมมาสัมพุทธัสสะ
Buddham saranam gacchami Dhammam saranam gacchami Sangham saranam gacchami
Buddham saranam gacchami Dhammam saranam gacchami Sangham saranam gacchami
Dudiyambi Buddham saranam gacchami Dudiyambi Dhammam saranam gacchami Dudiyambi Sangham saranam gacchami
Dutiyampi Buddham saranam gacchami Dutiyampi Dhammam saranam gacchami Dutiyampi Sangham saranam gacchami
Tadiyambi Buddham saranam gacchami Tadiyambi Dhammam saranam gacchami Tadiyambi Sangham saranam gacchami
Tatiyampi Buddham saranam gacchami Tatiyampi Dhammam saranam gacchami Tatiyampi Sangham saranam gacchami
Tisarana gamanam paribonam
Aham bante
Panadi bada viramani saikavadam samadhiyami
Panatipata Veramani Sikkhapadam Samadhiyami
Adena dana viramani saikavadam samadhiyami
Adinyadana Veramani Sikkhapadam Samadhiyami
Kamesu mechachara viramani saikavadam samadhiyami
Kamesu Michachara Veramani Sikkhapadam Samadhiyami
Musawada viramani saikavadam samadhiyami
Musawada Veramani Sikkhapadam Samadhiyami
Surameraya majjapamadatthana viramani saikavadam samadhiyami
Surameraya Majja Pamatatana Veramani Sikkhapadam Samadhiyami
Idame punyam asawakayam
Asawakaya
Vaham hotu
Waham Hotu
Idame silam
Idame Silam
Nibbanasa
Nibbanasa
Pachayo
Pachayo
Hotu
Hotu
Tisaranena Saha Pancha Silam Dhamman Sarugan Gatwa Pamadena Sambadeta
Aham Bante Sadhu 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 Bante, so sorry. I just make a very short announcement. So for friends who have got no seats behind, please come forward. If you don't mind sitting down on the floor in front, you can move forward to take the seats in front. Thank you, Bante.
I will give a short talk related to Kathina or understanding Kathina. About the meaning of Kathina, there are a few definitions. So I will tell you some more definitions of the Kathina. The meaning of Kathina is to separate what? To separate the benefits. Benefits of whom? Especially of bhikkhus or receivers who accept the Kathina robes or who joins the celebrations to do procedure Kathina donation. So if we do Kathina for the bhikkhus, we can get especially 5 benefits. It is related to Vinaya rule, which we have to follow as a Buddha's teaching or as our rule. If we do Kathina celebration, we can be free from those rules. For example, for the bhikkhus, at the dawn time, about 6 p.m., we need to have double ropes nearby every in the morning. If we do Kathina celebration, although we don't keep double ropes nearby in the downtime, it is okay. We can be free from that rules. If we want to travel, we can travel without double ropes. So it is one of the benefits, one of the rule, which we can be free from that rules by doing Kathina celebration. In the same way, if someone donates the ropes for the Sangha, normally we need to share that ropes with other bhikkhus. But if we have done Kathina celebration, we don't need to share with visiting bandits, visiting Sangha. For example, in our monastery, there are 3 bandits staying in a rain retreat. So those ropes are only connected to 3 bandits. We don't need to share with the other bandits who are visit to us. So this is another benefit. The other thing is, next one is if we have a new ropes, we cannot keep or we cannot store easily. We have to make a special arrangement to store those ropes. We have to do some procedure to store those ropes. But if we have done Kathina celebration, we can accept many ropes. We can store without doing any procedure. So we can be free from that rules by making Kathina celebration. The next one is, if we go to house dana, people they invite bhikkhus to donate food or to donate something to their house. So occasionally we go there, we have lunch or breakfast. After that, accept a donation. So about that, if we want to go next house, we need to inform another bandit who are present. But if we have done Kathina celebration without informing that Bande or another Bande who is present, we can go to another house. The other one is so people will invite improper ways. Improper ways means people will invite to the like 4 bhikkhus or more than 4 bhikkhus in improper ways, in not proper ways, like Bande, please come to eat rice. If you say rice, it is improper ways. In the same way, if you say meat, if you say to eat fish, something like that. So it is improper invitation. If devotees do like that, normally we need to refuse. But if we have done Kathina celebration, we can accept those invitation, no problem. So these are rules which we have to follow as a bhikkhu life. By doing Kathina celebration, we can be free from those rules. So how long we can be free from? We can be free from 5 months. From this month until 5 months, we can be free from those rules. So if we don't do Kathina celebration only 1 month, about this month, because of doing Kathina celebration become 5 months. So it is a spreading. From 1 month become 5 months. So it is a Kathina. It is a spreading. So the meaning of Kathina, one of the meaning of Kathina is spreading the benefits for the bhikkhus who do Kathina celebration. So about those rules, you may not understand very well because of time. Anyway, at least you can know Kathina, the meaning of Kathina, spreading the benefits from 1 month to 5 months. Something you may need to know about the related to Kathinas. So I have said improper invitation. So as a devotee, you may need to do proper invitation all the time. Like instead of inviting to eat rice, you cannot say to eat rice, to eat fish, to eat meat. The other thing is like a cake, but a different naming. So instead of saying that, you may say to eat meal, to eat meal. So it is okay, proper invitation. So in Myanmar, we have saying, among the donations, Kathina donation is the best. Why have to say Kathina donation is the best? The other donation cannot help bhikkhus to be free from their rules, cannot help their moralities. But if you donate Kathina robes, you can help bhikkhus with their morality. So, in the Buddhism, morality is very important. So, by donating, if you can help bhikkhu's morality, it is very good. The other donation cannot do help bhikkhu's morality. Because of this, Kathina donation is the best. Another thing is, Kathina donation, you must aim to the Sangha. There is a Kathina rope, maybe where you keep, I don't know. So, when you're trying to donate that ropes, you should aim to the Sangha. You should refer to the Sangha. You should not aim individual bandits or bhikkhus. So here is the outside of monastery, our monastery, PAMC. Because of this, you cannot say just, I will offer this Kathina rope to the Sangha. You need to say, I will offer this Kathina ropes to the Sangha, to the PAMC Sangha. Because this is a non-monastery compound. So, if we say normally like to the Sangha, so Sangha means these are bhikkhus nearby. So, this Kathina is PAMC bhikkhus Kathina. Because of this, we may need to say, I will offer these robes to the PAMC Sangha. So that means not individuals offering into the Sangha who spend rain retreat in one monastery. Rain retreat means a bhikkhu have to stay 3 months in the rain season. So for those bhikkhu, only we can do Kathina celebration. If the bhikkhu didn't stay 3 months in the rain season, they cannot celebrate Kathina celebration. Anyway, offering the Kathina robes is offering into the Sangha, not individuals. So, Sangha is one of higher receiver out of triple gem. You may know triple gem, Buddha, Dhamma, and the Sangha. Just now, Mankapiya asked questions. Kathina celebration is more than Wesak Day, something like that. More people than Wesak Day, they said like that. So Wesak Day is referring into the Buddha. It is also higher receiver. Many people celebrate Wesak Day because of higher receiver. Kathina donation is referring into the Sangha. Sangha also higher receiver. You may have heard Sangha's qualities. Nodara, Punya Ketan, Lokasa. It is one of Sangha's quality. The Sangha is the field of merit of the world. So if you want to plant the seed of merit to the Sangha, the seed will grow up. You will have much benefit. So because of this, Kathina donation is the best. You have chance to donate to the Sangha. The Buddha also said in the Dakina Vibhanga Sutta, his auntie or may say stepmother come to him trying to donate robes. The Buddha said, please offer to the Sangha. If you offer to the Sangha, you will have a much benefit. Offering into the Sangha is offering me and offering Sangha, the Buddha said. When the Buddha say offering Sangha is offering me and Sangha, the Buddha only can stay 45 years as a Buddhahood to do or to give a Dhamma talk for the liberation from all suffering. After 45 years, the Buddha passed away into Pranirvana. But the Buddha has established the Sangha to do his jobs, to give a Dhamma talk. So the Sangha take responsibility, the Buddha's duty. So nowadays we can find the Buddha's teaching because of Sangha. Generation to generation, they learn Buddha's teaching. They're trying to teach people, or trying to introduce people with the Buddha's teaching. So now we have chance to practice Dhamma, to practice Buddha's teaching because of Sangha. So Sangha is taking a responsibility about the Buddha's duty. Because of this, if you offer to the Sangha, it is offering me and offering Sangha, the Buddha said. So when the Sangha can take a responsibility of teaching, so people support. Without supporting of people, we may not be able to learn Dhamma, we may not be able to practice. So because of this, the Buddha encouraged stepmother or auntie, his auntie, to donate Sangha. So by doing Kathina celebration, we have a chance to donate to the Sangha. So because of this, when you recite to offer Kathina robes, you're trying to aim PAMC Sangha. So to get a higher receiver to do Kathina celebration. For the other robes or other requisites, you can aim individual bandits whom you want to donate. So we have a special recitation. Someone may lead. I may lead, or Sayadawgyi may lead. So Kathina robes can help bhikkhu's morality. It is number one. Another one is Kathina robes. We have to offer to the Sangha. Because of this, Kathina is the best donation among the donations. So So now we are time to invite the other bandits. So you need to enjoy, or you need to rejoice your donation by thinking that Kathina donation can help bhikkhu's morality. Kathina donation have to offer to the Sangha. So Sangha is one of triple gem. It is a higher receiver. Based on higher receiver, we may be able to establish our merit. May this merit be the condition of Nibbana, final peace. I should stop now.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Thank you, Bante, for the very insightful talk and very clear talk with regards to the Kathina. May we all stay in our seats while we wait the rest of the Sangha is led by Pa-Auk Sayadawgyi to come into the hall. Okay, please observe noble silence. Later on, PAMC President Sister Fei Ling will offer the Kathina robe to the PAMC Sangha, followed by 3 groups of volunteers and committee members who will then offer the requisites to all the Bantes present on behalf of everyone. Then one row by one row, we will usher everyone up to do the individual requisites dana. So in that order, okay. Now later on, after the Parita chanting, we will invite Sayadawgyi or one of the venerable to allow us to offer the Kathina robe to the PAMC Sangha. And that is when the leading Bante, who may be Sayadawgyi, who then do some recitation, and line by line we will then recite after the Bante.
Sayadawgyi and the Sangha are coming now.
Right. Can everyone please put your arms, hands in Anjali position and stand up to welcome and pay respect to our most venerable Pa Sayadawgyi. Space around and you'd like to kneel down, please also go ahead. So our invited Sangha has all been seated. May we, with 3 bows or 3 prostrations, pay respect to our most venerable Pa Sayadawgyi and the Sangha. May we now invite the most venerable Pa-Auk Sayadawgyi to give us the Ovada. 现在让我们邀请我们最尊重的Pa-Auk Sayadawgyi给我们开示和教诲。May we invite Sayadawgyi to please give us the Ovada.
So Salo say, okay, Ovada already finished.
So thank you, Sayadawgyi. May we then invite the Sangha to please help us with the Parita chanting.
Manda Sagavale
Su Atara Gachantu Devata
Sadama Muni Rajasa
Sunantu Saka Mokhadan
Dhamma
Savana Kalo Ayam Badanda Dhamma Savana Kalo Ayam Badanda
Dhamma Savana Kalo Ayam Badanda
Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Sama Sambuddhassa Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Sama Sambuddhassa Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Sama Sambuddhassa
Ye sanda sanda jeta ti sarana sarana etha Sadhu mega samega Voma voma ja deva Guna gana gana Yavata sabha kala Ede ayantu deva Varaganaka me Meru raje vasanto Santo santo sahito Muni vara vajana Satu mega samega Savesu jaga valesu Yaka deva cha brahmano Yamehi gadam punya Sabha sampati sadagam Savedana mudidva Samega sasanirata Pamana reita hondu Arekasu visesato Sasana saja lokasa Bodhi bhavatu saveda Sasana bija lokanja Devarakantu saveda Sati hontu sukhi sabe Perivarehi adano Adiga sumena hontu Sahasavehi nyativi Raja doa jora doa Manusa doa amanusa doa Egi doa udaga doa Pisaja doa kanuga doa Kandaga doa nakada doa Janabada roga doa asadama doa Asandeti doa asapurisa doa Janda hati asa miga gona kokura Ehi wechika menisa dipi Echa taracha sukara mehesa Yakareka sadi Nana beya doa Nana roga doa Nana ubadawa doa Arekan ganantu Yasanubawa doyeka Niwada sendi bisanam Yami jewa nuyo jando Rade diwa matandito Suka suvadi sotoja Baba keji napasati Ewa madi gunu bedam Paredata panamahe Karaniya mata kusalena Yanda santa pada abisamaja Sako ujuja suwajuja Suwajoja samudu anadimani Santo sakoja suvaroja Abakejoja salauka wudi Sante teriyoja nipakoja Abaka bokure sa nanukedo Naja koda majere kenji Yena wenyu bere upa wedeyo Sukhino wa kemino hontu Savasata bhavantu sukhidata Yeke jivana buddhati Tasawa thawara wa nawa sesa Digawa yewa mahanta Majjima rasaka anukatula Deta wa yewa adeta Yewa dure wasanti awi dure Buddha wa sambhawe siwa Sabba satta bhavantu sukhitata na paro praniko beta nati manyeta katachi na kanchi vyaro sana vedika sanya nanya manya sa dukkha mecheya yata yata niyam buddha Mayusa eka Buddha manurake Evam bisabha buddhesu Manasambhavaye aparimanam Matanca sabha loka same Manasambhavaye aparimanam Uddha adocha tiriyanca Asambhadam avirama sapadam Tetan jalan nisenowa Sayano yawatasa vitamedo Etan sade adeteya Brahma medan viharamidamahu Tete janupagama Sila vadasanena sampano Kamesu vineya gedam Nai jatuka baseya punareti Iti miso bhagava araham samma sambuddha Veja charana sampano sugato loka vidu Anuttara Purisa Dhamma Sarati Sattha Deva Manusana Bodho Bhagava Sakhato Bhagavata Dhammo Sandetiko Akaliko Ehipasiko Opanayiko Pachata vedita bo venyui Sobati pano bhagavato savaka sangho Ujjubati pano bhagavato savaka sangho Nyayapati pano bhagavato savaka sangho Samici padipano bhagavato savaka sangho Yadidan cattari purisa yugani Atta purisa puggala Esa bhagavato savaka sangho Auneyo pauneyo Dakhineyo Anjali Karaniyo Anuttara Punya Keta Lokasa Evam Buddha Saratanan Dhamma Sangancha Bhikkhavo Payawa Chamita Dhamma Loma Sonahi Sati Yandu Nimitta Awa Mangalancha Yoja Manabo Sakuna Sasado Pabega Dusubina Akadam Udanubhavena Vinasamendu Yandu Nimitta Awa Mangalancha Yoja Manabo Sakuna Sasado Pabega Dusubina Akadam Dhammanubhavena Vinasamendu Yandu Nimitta Awa Mangalancha Yoja Manabo Sakuna Sasado Pabega Dusubina Akadam Sanghanubhavena Vinasamendu Dukkha Bhatta Jane Dukkha Bhaya Bhatta Jane Bhaya Soka Bhatta Jane Soka Hontu Sabbe Vipanino Ittavata Cha Amehi Sampadam Punya Sampadam Save Deva Anumodantu Sava Sampati Sediyam Dana Dadantu Sataya Sila Rakhantu Sabada Bhavana Mirata Ondu Sabbe Buddha Balapata Vajekanan Chayam Baran Arhatanan Chadijena Rakha Bandami Savaso Mahakaruniko Nato Hidaya Samapanina Puretawa Bami Sabha Pato Sambodhi Muttamam Etena Satya Vajena Sotute Hotu Savedam Chayando Bodhiya Mule Sajjana Nandi Vodano Ewa Mewa Jaya Hotu Jaya Sujaya Mangale Aparajita Balinge Sise Bhutu Vipogale Aviseke Sabha Buddhanam Eka Bhato Pamodati Sunakatan Sumangalam Sobhavadam Sutitam Sukhano Sumodoja Suyetam Brahmacharisu Padakina Kaya Kama Vacha Kama Padakina Padakina Manokamam Panidite Padakine Padakina Nikatoana Lavadate Padakine Te Athalata Sukhita Viola Buddha Sasane Aroga Sukhita Hota Sahasabe Nyativi Ovatu Sabha Mangala Rakhantu Sabha Devata Sabha Buddha Nuva Vena Sada Sukhi Bhavantu Te Ovatu Sabha Mangala Rakhantu Sabha Devata Sabha Dhamma Nuva Vena Sada Sukhi Bhavantu Te Ovatu Sabha Mangala Rakhantu Sabha Devata Sabha Sangha Nuva Vena Sada Sukhi Bhavantu Te.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Thank you, Sayadawgyi and the Sangha, for reciting the Parita for the benefits of all sentient beings present. Okay. Now, can all of us please stand up and put your hands in the Anjali position? Okay. If you would like to kneel down, it is also at your convenience. May we now invite the Sangha to do the recitation for the offering of the Kathina robe to the PAMC Sangha.
Okay, repeat after me. Mayam Bande
Mayam Bante
Sansara Vata Dukhato
Samsara Vata Dukato
Mojana Thaya
Mochana Taya
Imam Jivaram
Imam Shivaram
PAMC Vihara Vasinam
PAMC Vihara Vasinam
Kathina Thaya
Kathina Taya
Ema
Dema
Imina
Inina
Kathina
Kathinam
Atharata
Atharata
Anya Nija
Anya Nicha
Data Bhavotuni
Tataba Watuni
Sangha Gunam
Sangha Gunam
Udesa
Udisa
Aya Samantanam
Aya Samantanam
Viso Viso
Visu Visu
Yatha Uditakam
Yata Uditakam
Dema
Dema
Dutiyampi
ดุติยัมปิ
Mayam
เม
Bande
ยัมบันเต
Sansara Vata Dukhato
สังสาราวัตาดุกัตโต
Mojana Thaya
โอชนาทายา
Ima Jivaram
อิมามชีวรัม
PAMC Vihara Vasinam
PAMC วิหาราวาสินาม
Kathina Thaya
คตินาตายา
Dema
เดมา
Imina
อิมินา
Kathina
คตินาม
Atharatha
อัตตรัตตา
Anyanija
อัญญานิจา
Dadaba Vathuni
อัตตาบาโวตุนี
Sangha Gunam
สังฆกุณาม
Udesa
อุดิสา
Aya Samantanam
อายาสมันตานาม
Viso
วิสุวิสุ
Yatha Udethakam
ยาตาอุดิตากาม
Dema
เดมา
Tatiyampi
อธิยัมปี
Mayam Bande
เยยัมบันเต
Sansara Vata Dukhato
สังสาราวัฏทุกขโต
Mojana Thaya
โอชนะตายา
Ima Jivaram
อิมามชีวราม
PAMC Vihara Vasinam
PAMC วิหาราวาสินาม
Kathina Thaya
คตินาตายา
Dema
เดมา
Imina
อิมินา
Kathina
คตินาม
Atharatha
อัตตรัตตา
Anyanija
อัญญานิจา
Dadaba Vathuni
อัตตาบาวตุนี
Sangha Gunam
สังฆานุนา
Udesa
อุติสา
Aya Samantanam
อายาสมันตานาม
Viso
วิสุวิสุ
Yatha Udethakam
ยาตาอุติตากาม
Dema
เดมา
Venerable Sir
Venerable Sir
in order to be free from
in order to be free from
the suffering of samsara
suffering of samsara
we offer this robe
we offer this robe
for the Kathina
of the Kathina of those
who completed
who completed
the wasa
the wasa
in PMC.
in PAMC.
Please spread the Kathina
Please spread the Kathina
with this robe,
with this robe,
keeping the Sangha's quality
keeping the Sangha's quality
in mind.
in mind.
We also offer
We also offer
the other donated items
the items
according to our intention
according to our intention
to the venerables
to the venerables
individually.
individually.
ကျွန်းကြ
尊者
ဝိလာကျေထော့
为了解脱
生死轮回之苦，
生死轮回之苦，
我们供养
我们供养
释迦萨
此袈裟，
以愿
以让
在
在
Pa-Auk禅修中心
Pa-Auk禅修中心
完成
完成
圆寂的
与安居的
三周
僧众
铺展
铺展
Kathina，
卡蒂娜，
我们也
我们也
一年
意念
生团的功德，
僧团的功德，
其他供养
其他供养
物品
物品
虽以愿
随意
供养
供养
给
给
个别的宗教。
个别的尊者。
အရှင်ဘုရားဤတော်တို့သည်သန္တရာဝတ်ဆင်းရဲမှထွဲ့မြောက်ကျော်လော့ပါရခြင်းအကျိုးငါဤသင်္ကန်းကို PAMC ၌ပုရိမဝါမှဖတ်တော်မူကြသောရှင်မြတ်တို့အားကထိန်အလို့ငါလူဒန်းပါကိုဤဤသင်္ကန်းဖြင့်ကထိန်ခင်းတော်မူပါဗျာအခြားသောလူဝဲဝတ္ထုတို့ကိုလည်းသံဃာဂုံကိုဤမှန်း၍အရှင်ဘုရားတို့အားအသီးဤမှန်းထားသည့်အတိုင်းလူဒန်းပါကိုဤရှင်ဘုရား
သာ
Sadhu, sadhu.
Thank you, everyone. Now, please remain standing, okay, in Ajali position. Now you can see our president, PAMC, Mr. Fei Ling, carrying the Kathina rope to the PAMC Sangha. Everyone, please remember the qualities of the Sangha and be joyous as together we offer this Kathina. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Next, okay, the committee members and volunteers who have spent much time and effort in and facilitating this event will come up on stage to offer the requisites to all the Bantes present.
Sami Jipetipano Bhagavato Savaka Sangho Yadidam Chatari Burisa Yugani Atta Burisa Bhogalam Esa Bhagavato Savaka Sangho.
We have a previous chairperson, president, and current advisor, Brother Teo, leading the congregation to offer the requisites to all the Bantes and to the Sangha. Our guests, you may please. Okay. You may take a seat now. 大家可以坐下来哈，大家可以过来一起随喜共的功德哈。
Yaya Betipano Bhagavato Savaka Sangho Sami Jipetipano Bhagavato Savaka Sangho Yadidam Chatari Burisa Yugani Atta Burisa Bhogalam Esa Bhagavato Savaka Sangho Auneyo Pauneyo Dakhineyo Angelikaniyo Anuttaram Punya Khitta Lokasati Subhadipano Bhagavato Savaka Sangho.
Okay, now very soon after our committee members, advisors and volunteers is going to take their seat, would be everyone's opportunity to offer the requisites. 现在很快就轮到大家做供养了哦。那么大家请守秩序，注意一下老人家是小孩子哦。那么遵循我们这些usher 啊这些志工的这个给的这个instructions 哦，一排一排上台哦，大家等一下子啊。So Group B, can we move up now? Yeah. 现在还有一些志工来做供养，大家稍微等一下。We have got members of the PAMC and volunteers who have spent hours and hours, lots of effort, okay, to try to maintain the center, help out with the center's facilities, including today's events, to have the opportunity to offer the requisites to the Sangha.
Sami Jipetipano Bhagavato Savaka Sangho Yadidam Chatari Burisa Yugani Atta Burisa Bhogalam Esa Bhagavato Savaka Sangho.
Group C, please get ready.
Pauneyo Pauneyo Dakhineyo Angelikaniyo Anuttaram Punya Khitta Lokasati.
Now Group C, please on H. 无论哪位在做供养哈，大家都可以随喜供养的功德。
Sami Jipetipano Bhagavato Savaka Sangho Yadidam Chatari Burisa Yugani Atta Burisa Bhogalam Esa Bhagavato Savaka Sangho Auneyo Pauneyo Dakhineyo.
As our volunteers offer the Just a gentle reminder, okay, that please follow the instructions of the ushers and go in row by row when it's your turn in an orderly manner. Remember that we'll be doing the sharing of merits after everyone has done that. Okay, please do not offer money to the Bantes as this is against the Vinayas. Okay, but you can pass it to the Kapyas. Okay, and please accommodate the needs of the elderly and the very young children around you. Okay. Okay, so friends, please go back to your seat because we are going to follow in an orderly manner, row by row, to offer to the Sangha. So please do not come to any of the aisles yet to offer because we'll be going row by row, row by row. 那么大家请维持秩序，因为这里真的有很多的朋友、很多的贤友要上来供养所以我们会一排一排叫人上来所以大家请维持秩序，注意一下老人家跟小孩子的安全。So we have the first row coming up to offer the requisites. First row. Okay, first row. This includes the advisors with personal requisites. You all can go up now to offer the requisites to the Sangha. Second row, please get ready. Okay. Second row, please get ready. Okay. Look towards your left and right. Look to your left and right for the usher's instructions. Okay. So this row, please take the cue from the left side of the aisle. Okay. Oh.
清凉的友请上来，清凉精神。
Okay, we just stop a while. Sorry, we have to exercise some crowd control measures because the stage is very small of people. Exit please on the right side of the stage. If you face the stage, exit on the right side of the stage. Okay, 大家在排队做供养的时候可以随时就是意念僧团的功德世尊的弟子僧团是善行道者、正直行道者、如理行道者、正当行道者，也即是四双八世，此乃世尊的弟子僧团应受供养、应受供奉、应受布施、应受合掌，是世间的无上福田。So as we offer your requisites to the Sangha or you are waiting in turn, okay, you might want to recollect the virtues of the Sangha. And here I'll repeat for everyone's benefit. The disciples of the Blessed One practice well the threefold training of morality, concentration, and wisdom. The disciples of the Blessed One practice righteously threefold training. The disciples of the Blessed One practice to realize Nibbana. The disciples of the Blessed One practice to be worthy of veneration, being worthy of receiving offerings brought even from afar, being worthy of receiving offerings specially set aside for guests, being worthy of receiving offerings offered with the belief that the offering will bear fruits in future existences, being worthy of receiving reverential salutation, being an unsurpassed, incomparable, fertile field for planting the seeds of merit in the world. Okay, so again, please listen to the usher's instructions, right? I know everyone is very eager to offer your requisites. We have a lot of friends here today, okay? So please do not try to queue up. Please do not try to queue up at the aisles until your turn. Right? Okay, so we'll go row by row still. So please, follow the instructions so that we can do so in an orderly manner. There's a lot of elderly and children around. The stage is pretty small. 所以请站就是等待自己的个座位的号码不要去两边排队不然等一下我们这里会比较难维持秩序。有很多老人家跟小孩子台上的这个空间也比较小。请不要自己就是先排队等待我们的这个志工给你们指示Okay, the rest of us, please observe noble silence. Okay. And continue to rejoice in the dana that's being executed, okay, by our friends. So there's no need to have the sangha will be remaining, waiting for everyone to come to offer your requisites. Atta Bulisa Bhugalam Esa Bhagavato Savaka Sangho 大家不要着急因为我们在台上的僧团僧众一定会等待大家给予大家这个机会那么供养资具给僧团。So after you have offered your requisites, okay, please exit the stage on the right side. If you face the stage, the exit is on the right side. Okay. When you offer dana, please go close to the bante within 1 arm distance. In accordance to the Vinaya requirements, please go close to the bante within 1 hand distance. Okay. And rejoice, okay, rejoice in the merit that you are doing now. Okay. 在台上的朋友你做完，当你完成你的供养请从台的右边下台。就是如果你对佛像的话，由你的右手边。因为戒律的关系你们在做供养的时候，请靠近尊者在1只手的距离以内供养给我们的僧众这个是遵循佛陀的这个教诲还有他的戒律。在做供养的时候，请意念僧团的功德，随喜自己现在所做的功德。Esa Bhagavato Savaka Sangho Auneyo Pauneyo Dakhineyo Anjalikaniyo Anuttara Punya Khitta Lokasati Just for everyone's information, okay, the big portrait of the Buddha that you see on stage is actually a picture taken by Bante Umahinda in Bodh Gaya, where the Buddha attained enlightenment, and it's the very statue within the Mahabodhi temple. Okay.那么大家可以看台上的这个佛像哈，这个佛像的照片，这个照片其实是释迦牟尼佛哈，为了释迦牟尼佛成道的时候哈。这个照片哈是由这个马辛德尊者去到印度哈，就是在那个菩提迦叶Mahabodhi Temple 拍照啊。那么这尊佛像就是在菩提迦叶那边Bodh Gaya那里，就是佛陀成道的地方、正道的地方的佛像啊。Okay, again, a gentle reminder, there will be a sharing of merits session after everyone offered your record.
Sami Jipatipano Bhagavato Savaka Sangho Yadidam Chattari Purisa Yugani Atta Purisa Bhogalam Esa Bhagavato Savaka Sangho Auneyo Pauneyo Dakhineyo Angelikaniyo Anuttaram Punya Khitta Lokasati Supatipano Bhagavato Savaka Sangho
So I'm going to just repeat the virtues of the Sangha for everyone's benefit again. Okay? So disciples of the Blessed One practice well the threefold training of morality, concentration, and wisdom. The disciples of the Blessed One practice righteously the threefold training. The disciples of the Blessed One practice to realize Nibbana. The disciples of the Blessed One practice to be worthy of veneration, being worthy of receiving offerings brought even from afar, being worthy of receiving offerings specially set aside for guests, being worthy of offerings offered with the belief that the offering will bear fruits in future existences, being worthy of receiving reverential salutation, being an unsurpassed, incomparable, fertile field for planting the seeds of merit in the world. 那么在这里提醒一下大家，这个僧团的功德哦，世尊的弟子僧团是善行道者、正直行道者、如理者、正当行道者，也即是四双八士。此乃世尊的弟子僧团，应受供养，应受供奉，应受布施，应受合掌，是世间无上的福田。
Sami Jipatipano Bhagavato Savaka Sangho Yadidam Chattari Purisa Yugani Atta Purisa Bhogalam
This is the final call. If anyone has not made the donation, the dana, please come forward now. 如果还有朋友还没有做供养哦，请趁这个时候赶快上来哦，供养给我们的尊者。As you can see, this is our probably last stream of devotees offering dana. So for the rest of us here, please seated. Okay, after you offer your dana, please go back to your seats so that we can, in an orderly fashion, then invite the sangha to help us share merits.
Takkineyo Angelikaniyo Anuttaram Punya Khitta Lokasati Subhadipano Bhagavato Savaka Sangho Ujjupatipano Bhagavato Savaka Sangho 台下的朋友哈，这个时候可以回到你们自己的位置啊。多一下子，我们就要请Sayadawgyi帮我们主持回向功德的仪式啊。所以在台上的朋友，在做完供养过后啊，请赶紧回到自己的座位。Takkineyo Angelikaniyo Anuttaram Punya Khitta Lokasati Subhadipano Bhagavato Savaka Sangho Ujjupatipano Bhagavato Savaka Sangho Nyaya Patipano Bhagavato Savaka Sangho Sami Cipatipano Bhagavato Savaka Sangho Yadidam Cattari Burisa Yugani Atta Burisa Bhugalam Esa Bhagavato Savaka Sangho Auneyo Pauneyo Takkineyo Angelikaniyo Anuttaram Punya Khitta Lokasati Subhadipano Bhagavato Savaka Sangho Ujjupatipano Bhagavato Savaka Sangho Nyaya Patipano Bhagavato Savaka Sangho Sami Cipatipano Bhagavato Savaka Sangho Yadidam Cattari Burisa Yugani Atta Burisa Bhugalam Esa Bhagavato Savaka Sangho
Repeat after Sayadaw.
Takkineyo Angelikaniyo
Idano Bonya
Idano Punya
Asawakaya
Asawakaya
Wahahodu
Wahahodu
Idano Bonya
Idano Punya
Nibbanasa
Nibbanasa
Pachayo
Pachayo
Hodu
Hodu
Idano Bonya
Idano Punya
Sabha Sadana
Sabha Satana
Bhajema
Bhajema
Tisabe
Tisabe
Mesama
Mesama
Bonya Baga
Punya Bhaga
Labandu
Labandu Sadhu Sadhu Sadhu
Ujjupatipano Bhagavato Savaka Sangho Nyaya Patipano Bhagavato
Sami Jipetipano Bhagavato Savaka Sangho Yadidam Chattari Burisa Yugani Atta Burisa Bhogalam Esa Bhagavato Savaka Sangho Auneyo Pauneyo Dakhineyo Angelikaniyo Anuttaram Punya Khitta Lokasati Subhadipano Bhagavato Savaka Sangho Ujjupatipano Bhagavato Savaka Sangho Nyayapatipano Bhagavato Savaka Sangho Sami Jipatipano Bhagavato Savaka Sangho Yadidam Chattari Burisa Yugani Atta Burisa Bhogalam